Hey, this is Mike from the band Incubus, and you're watching lxjovem.
What's it like for you guys playing in Portugal, seeing as you have, such a huge following?
Portugal has actually been, I think, the best audience that we've ever had. I'm not kidding either. I remember the first time that we played here. I don't remember what the name of the place was. It was like a round building. And
the Coliseu.
Yeah. I just remember after the show was finished, we had to be driven to a checkpoint and to meet our tour bus because it was so crazy by the venue. We couldn't go outside. It was so scary. But
in a good way.
In a good way, it was really fun. Ever since then, every single time we come to Portugal, it just seems like the people have so much spirit, and they're very, very alive, and it's a really amazing energy in the audience. So we're always really happy to come here to play.
Earth to Bella 2 and Pendulous Threads and Paper Shoes are a good example of how the new album Light Grenades is really diverse. Do you believe this is the most diverse album you've made?
Yeah, I hope so. When we write music and we write songs, we're not trying to make them sound diverse. That's just us writing music the way that we know how to write music. I don't think we know how to write music that's all the same from start to finish to make an album that all the songs sound like each other. I don't think we could do it. I almost wish that I knew how to do that, but I don't. Like us being kind of all over the place is that's just how we know how to write music.
Don't worry, you're doing fine. So.
I'm not worried about it. It's cool.
What did you guys do in the meantime between Crawl After the Murder and Light Grenades? You guys did all sorts of stuff and took some time off.
Yeah, we took a long time off the road, and there was even a time for a while where we just didn't write any music or anything. It was nice. It was just a break. We haven't done that in 10 years. We talk to each other all the time, everybody, but we weren't getting together and writing music, and we weren't playing shows, we weren't rehearsing or anything. And Brandon was putting material together for a book. Actually, it just came out recently, called From the Murks of the Sultry Abyss. It's the name of his book. And Ben was writing and recording a lot of music with some different bands and his own music that he's been doing for a long time. I worked on a surf documentary film. Brandon and I did that together. I just wrote a bunch of music for it, and Brandon did the narration, and that was really fun. It was just a little bit of a different experience, just something that we both were interested in, and it didn't take that much time actually to do. It was pretty easy, and it was really fun. And we were ready to start writing music again. The album, we did it kind of slowly, but we just took our time and made it the way we wanted to.
For you, as a guitar player, what sort of new gear do you use on the album?
I didn't really use too many new things. I have a lot of effects pedals. That's fun. I didn't really use too many different ones than I've been using in the past, but just finding new ways of using them together, is really cool. Gilmore has become a really good keyboard player. He really took an interest in all different types of keyboards, synthesizers, piano-based instruments. And in the past, where I've played all those things on the records, he started playing them. For me, it's almost like having another guitar player. I can interact with him. We can play parts together. We can write things together, and that part of it was new.
mine asked me if I could ask you this. Where is the funk? She asked.
I think the further into our career that we got, the more we started to develop our own style that maybe wasn't so much based on being influenced by other bands when we were younger. And I don't really know how or why we write the things that we write, but I think that our music has evolved to sound much more like its own unique individual thing. When we were younger, it's very obvious that we were listening to bands like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Primus and Mr. Bungle and all that kind of stuff. And I'm glad that we've moved away and veered off into our own directions rather than just sort of emulating the bands that we were influenced by. But who knows, it's like sometimes, maybe sometime in the future we can write something that has, more funk elements to it.
Who knows, yeah.
But it has to happen naturally, We don't sit down and go, oh, I want to write something that's funky, or, it just doesn't happen like that. Otherwise it would be forced.
Like, einziger in German means unique and outstanding, or one of the outstanding.
It means the only one.
Or the only one. Okay, so
I've never heard unique and outstanding before, but
depends on the translation.
That's cool.